So hang handstand split warm up we use each day in the gym. It's a great sequence to go through and just self-assess. We've got a straight dead hang. I like using rings like this, just hang straight through, traction out the shoulders, and have the ring height like I have them set up at home, where I can get, you know, a good grip on them with my feet on the ground, so that way I can do the hang all day, every day, whenever I walk past. So I don't like them set up where you have to jump up, because then you jump down, you might kind of, you know, if you're not really warm, you might trigger something, especially if you've got something going on in your spine or whatever. So it's nice to have a height where you just kind of sink into it, and then just have the front of the hips open and traction out. So it's the first round, is the dead hang. The first handstand variation is just the plank to pike, but walking the feet in. So locking the elbows out, really trying to get that hyperextension, spread the fingers, go from that long bridge, activate, and really pushing up, really shrugging up like you're going up into a crested handstand, getting as much weight out of the feet as you can, shrugging right up, walk it in, walk it out. That's 15 seconds in, 15 seconds out, and that's going to be the second 30. Then we're going into the side split. So this one here, there's lots of variations on it. If you're new to it, just keep it super simple. Just come down, reach forward, up. The next version will be down, turn. The next version is with down, turn. As I come down, this hand reaches back, this one reaches forward, turn, like that, and back up. Then you've got the floor flows. I don't quite have enough room here, but you go around. It's nice to have a nice big space so you can really stretch your arms out. The other one is the wrap around this way. Back. Again, if you're just starting out, it's only 30 seconds, so just do the basic, build on that. You can check out the Instagram page for Origin of Energy, and you can see all different variations over time that I use. But you want to make it flow, make it feel good, and prep you. The next hang, just doing the shrug. So really activating the shoulders. The basic one is just a straight shrug, up and down. That nice dead hang, that handstand line with the shoulders. Doing about 5 of those. Then you've got the forward, backward shrug, left and right shrug, circular shrugs. You really want to get these down before you advance to the one arm shrugging. Then you get the basic one on that, and then you can play around with that. But you've got to get that nice grip strength, nice control, before you really advance into that. Then we're going into the next plank to pike. This one I walk the hands back to the feet, so it's reversed. So when I'm going back, it's like I'm doing a one-arm handstand with every step or walking on my hands. So really trying to press through, keep that line, push. My elbows are locked, knees are locked, so I'm pushing through the shoulder blades. Really trying to feel that scap come up to the ear on every breath. Walk that in, right up on my big toes, feel that press to handstand position. Doesn't matter how far you go up, just try and do it with good form and build on it. The hamstrings will open up. This takes time, practice, consistency. So then from there, we're going into the hollow arch hip flexor hamstring. Basic one is just breathing in and then breathing out. You can advance it more breathing in. And then here, I like this one to get the wrist mode, to breathe out, forehead comes right down. And I like the rotational ones on this side and this side. You can advance it more with that back knee off, so it's a bit heavier. 30 seconds one side, with the left leg forward, then go to right leg forward, breathing in. We use this in the classes so that it just keeps everyone automated, gets them warmed up, gets them checking in. I get to look at how different people are moving on the day, and then they're getting a feel for where they're at. And sometimes, you know, people don't want to give any feedback talking to me, but I can see it in their bodies, so it's kind of, this helps me work out how they're going to train that day and how am I going to coach them that day. You know, so you really try, and if you're doing it for yourself, it's the same thing. You just, what's going on in my body? How's it feel? What's it ready for today? So do that left and right side. Hamstrings are more warmed up, hip flexors opened up. We always do the massage ball foam roller and that full mobility routine first already before you go into the dislocate, shoulder band, ankle band, deep squat, hamstring warm up, and then into this handstand warm up. So you're pretty warm by now. But it just depends on how much time you have. So you may not have done any other warm up and you just go straight into this. But just go easy on the day and go with what your body's willing to give you. I like having the rings a little bit higher. With this you can have them lower, so you're a bit more horizontal. So you're breathing in into the arch, breathe out into the hollow. That's the basic one. From there, when you come up, you breathe into the arch, knees come forward, come back. As I come back again, I can go into that pike, I can stretch back here, come forward, breathe in, drive the butt back, stretch out those lats, stretch out the hamstrings a bit, roll it out. There's all variations on that. Again, check the Insta channel for that. Then you've got the hollow arch. Basic one here, just that nice bridge position. Remember, it's not a down dog, you're hollowing and arching is the basic one. You can go into that down dog, so use that as a start position. Arch forward, breathing in, hollow back, breathing out. So you get that wave whip, hollow forward, and arch. From there, if you're integrating the rotation into bridge, you want to get strong with that forearm like this. That's quite hard. Some people will start like that, makes it a little bit easier. But there, that foot steps, this hand's going to sweep around. So you might just go to there. Might come up, might come around. Just got to find the level that works for you. Don't rush it. This is going to depend on your dislocate strength, stability through the elbow, and that nice mobility through the whole chain. I like to go into that full bend for my first step in the pancakes there, breathe in, exhale, inhale as I'm coming up, take a step, exhale, hold down, inhale, arch up, exhale, arch down, inhale, hollow up. Then I'm going into the last round, which is my hang split. And this one's really important for that handstand kick up. So set up the rings fairly high. We use the bars in the class, which is a bit nicer, and we've got steps on the side so you can really traction out without having to jump up or jump down. But just set them up like that. What you're aiming for here is that this front leg is getting that nice compression to get that control. Trailing with the back leg and really try and get that pike with that front leg as it goes up. Then we've got the handstand. We've got the single leg down dog on the ground as your base version. So really trying to get that. The difference is from a down dog that most people do in yoga is you're going to shrug up to press up overhead. Getting that line, doing both sides. We work the poles. You can just use a wall for your progression on that. You want the leg here to be perpendicular with the pole, and the distance of the hands is the length of your leg. So you get a nice stack. Alright, so you're nice and vertical, and you're just working on getting up nicely and smoothly. So you might just go here, and that's already getting enough blood to the head, feeling like you're working enough, then take that foot up onto the wall or the pole, just work that, 15 seconds aside. Next progression is there, getting that nice toe point, stacking it up, and then you can work into that split. But that all should be nice and smooth, and when you come down, there's no sound, there's no falling, And before you attempt to go to the kick up on the wall, you should have that down where you can hit those really nice positions and there's no effort. I mean, there's always going to be a little bit, but you shouldn't feel like it's straining you so much. There's no risk. You can lock those elbows out, you feel really strong, and you feel more than confident to kick up with the wall. You shouldn't have this kind of adrenaline rush when you go to kick up. Especially in your first time, you should feel nice and conditioned, but there's no huge progression for it. So when you're kicking up, come out a little bit so you've got a little bit to play with. You're trying to not let the shoulders go towards the glass, if you've got a mirror there, but towards the wall. You want to lock out and kick up and just touch and come down, touch and come down. So you're not hitting it, just lightly touching. Got the balls in the way here, but and come down. Then once you've got that, you bring both up, and then work on the pull-ups, or just stay split and softly come down. If you've got that down, and you can softly kick up, you can get those pull-ups in the split, feel really confident with that. There's no big progression to getting this because you've conditioned yourself, you feel strong there, and it's just light to kick up. You're not feeling like it's this massive effort. You're trying to preload the arms so it's soft, and you can just lock it. In the warm-up, I'll just do one each side, get a nice split, and try and come down as soft as possible. 15 seconds a side. Then the last one's a single leg bend. So here, just bending forward, ideally locking that supporting knee and hinging. As you get better at that, you raise the arms up. If you need to unlock the knee because the hamstring's a bit tight, that's cool. Then from there, shrugging up, hinging, really getting that nice stretch in the hamstring and strengthening. So really trying to feel that nice line, and every day is a day to improve. And sometimes it might be improving in a way that you just got a bit of fatigue in the system, so you're working through. You may not be doing a harder version that you did yesterday, but you're improving in the sense that you're getting more control no matter what you walk in with. And you just want to listen to the body, get a feel for where everything's at. Something's a bit tight, okay, that means today, I'm going to go easier on that movement. Well, that's feeling really good, that's feeling strong, okay, I know I can do, my hamstrings feel good. I'm going to go a bit harder on my deadlifts today because I feel really strong through there and feel that I'm ready for action. So learn to self-assess, and if you're a coach watching this, learn to assess how people are moving in a class.